We are seeing this game between Akiba Rubinstein versus Emanuel Lasker. So let's start. Akiba Rubinstein played D4 and then Lasker played D5, knight F3, knight F6, C4, E6. And then bishop G5. So developing the bishop, pinning the knight. And this is called as Tarash defense. Here C5, which was like little dubious. Okay, instead, like you can continue other than this. You can continue like you have different moves. Like you can just capture, or you can play knight b7 as well, or bishop e7. So you could continue with all these moves. But yeah, even bishop b4 also. But he played this one, which was not so great, but it's okay. Like dubious move, but not exactly like not a question mark. C cross d5. So white captured this one, and then e cross d5. Knight c3, another developing move. The knight is attacking the pawn, which already has support of the queen and the knight, but knight is pinned. C cross d4. Finally, I captured this knight cross d4, and then knight c6. Okay, actually bishop e7 is better. See, normally there is a pin. What you have to do? You have to remove that pin as early as possible. Okay, that's better. But he has not done that. Instead, he played this one. So he made attack on this one. And he's asking, okay, if you want to exchange, I'll be happy to do that. So this pawn will not be an isolated pawn afterwards. If you don't want to do that, maybe I would exchange. That's what he's saying. Here, e3. Yeah, this is okay. He is making attack. So now you have two supports. Plus, he wanted to move the bishop somewhere. For that, he has to move this pawn. So e3, but e3, yeah, e3, white has played e3. After that, bishop e7. So normal game is going on now. Okay, both are trying to develop their pieces. White is attacking, pinning the knight. He is defending or removing the pin. After that, bishop b5, okay, attacking this knight plus pinning it. Now two attacks are there. He has to give second support, and that's what he did. Bishop d7. And here, now he exchanges. Okay, bishop cross f6. Interesting move. He could do castle and it was okay, but he thought something is happening here. So let's see what is happening. Bishop cross f6, of course. You don't want to make double pawn. He captured with the bishop, which is okay. Now, knight cross d5. So it's looking like white has got that pawn for free. But is it so? Let's see. Now, bishop cross d4. And then e cross d4. You can't take with the queen as the knight is still there. Knight is giving support. So e cross d4. And here, queen g5. Okay, this is a good move for black. What is he doing with this? He's attacking this knight. He's attacking this bishop cross c6. And then bishop cross c6. And now he goes back. Okay, because this side, he doesn't want to do that. Again, what is the problem here? Let's see. Again, he could do this, knight c7. In this case as well, king d8. And then knight cross this. What happens? Rook e8. Rook e8 check. And now the king is stuck in the center. Okay, he has to move either here only. Okay, and if he goes here, what is the problem? There is a checkmate. Okay, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to get checkmated, then you have to give a queen for a rook, which is a big problem, big thing. Okay, it's not good. And that's why you shouldn't go for that, 2 extra points and lose the whole game. So what to do here? He has played the correct move. His king safety is more important than those extra 2 points. So understand, sometimes it's looking like, it's very good, but it can be a big trap. So they call it as like, poison pawn, or, whatever you're getting extra. sometimes it can be a big problem. So opponent is very happy if you do that. It can be a self goal. We have to be very sure what you are doing. You have to recheck it, even though you are getting extra points. That doesn't mean that okay, 100% time it can be correct. No, it's not like that. Anyway, after knight e3, now black played long castle, okay, which is not that good, dubious move. Which was the correct move. Instead, short castle was better. So what happened in the game? He has played long castle, which is not that good. So white did short castle. Now, can he do this checkmate? Answer is no, as this knight. What to do? Yeah, this is the problem. The knight is the problem. You have to make attack on it. So now the threat is rook cross e3, f cross e3, and then queen cross g2, rook c1. Okay, now this is interesting. It's looking like he can still do that, right? Rook cross e3 and all. Yeah, it's interesting because now if he plays f cross e3, this queen cross g2 is coming as the bishop is pinned, but it can give support. He doesn't have to move the bishop anyway. So then what to do? Yes, there is a solution here. And what is the solution? You must have guessed. Yeah, first you take this one, rook cross c6. Okay, you are getting extra points here, you can give it back. Rook cross c6 check. And then he has to capture or he has to move the king. Of course, capturing is better. So b cross c6. And here now you have a choice. You can either capture directly or you have a better move than that. And that's what Akiba Rubinstein played. He played queen c1, which is better than f cross e3. How is it better? Now see, the rook is pinned. If you move the rook, the queen is going because you can't move either here or here, as both the squares are attacked by the pawns. White can just simply take it. It doesn't have to take the queen. As see, this queen has no problem. It has a support. If this queen wouldn't have any support, then he couldn't take this first. Then he had to take it, and then you could save the rook. But here, as there is a support, white can simply take it. So this is not allowed, and that's why this pin is very dangerous. Okay. So what to do now? That's the question. And here, black played rook cross d4. Very interesting. Okay, you cannot save that. So understand the rook on e3 is trap, and you cannot save that. So white captured this finally. F cross e3. Now who has got more points? The answer is nobody, right? Both have equal points. Queen, queen, rook, rook. 3 plus 2, 5 points. 5 points each. He has to save the rook now, and can he save it like this? Rook d6. If you play rook d6, the problem is rook cross f7 is coming, and then it's very good for white. So he has not played that. Then what did he play? He said this pawn is important as the rook on the 7th rank can be very dangerous. Okay, and that's why he stopped it. He played this rook d7. But then what is white getting? So white Akiba Rubinstein has got a pawn free here, queen cross c6, and this is the advantage for him now. Okay, white has got one extra pawn, and that is the only thing which he has got extra, and he has to use that advantage to win the game. So can you do it? It's not easy, but yes, you can definitely try. So let's see how did Akiba Rubinstein played after this. So check, king has to move or you have to block. If you block, then there can be more checks like, queen e8 or queen a8. So he has not played rook c7. He played king d8. And now there is a threat. Black can capture this. So what to do, how to save it? Here, white played a good move, and the move is this, okay? So he has blocked this attack on this pawn with this. Plus, he is ready to use the rook somewhere afterward, okay? He's going to get the rook somewhere to attack on this king, okay? He's getting it slowly, steadily towards the king. He has blocked this, but now then if you see, this rook can come here and give check. So is it dangerous or is it okay? Let's see. Okay. Here he played f5. Black played f. We'll see that variation as well. Okay. So instead of f5, if he would have played rook d1, then what can happen? We'll see that first. So king f2, rook d2 check is looking good. King e1, again there is a threat. And then maybe he can capture queen cross g2. But here, this was the main idea, and that's why he played rook f4. See, why did he play rook f4? The idea was this. He cannot even capture as then the queen is going. Okay, so he cannot capture. And if you move the king, then he's getting this one for free because there are two attacks and one support. So it's a big threat and big tactic, right? Here he can even do this checkmate as well. See, queen d6, king here, and then this is a checkmate. So there are so many threats. So it's not good. Okay, rook f4, that's why it's a good thing.